Imagine a frigid winter night in the Ural Mountains, where the silence is broken only by the howling wind. It's the year 1959, and a sense of adventure fills the air. 9 experienced hikers, armed with their passion for exploration, are about to embark on a journey through the icy wilderness. Their destination, the unforgiving Dyatlov Pass. This was not an expedition for the faint-hearted. The Ural Mountains, a natural barrier between Europe and Asia, are known for their harsh weather conditions and their remote, isolated location. Picture towering peaks blanketed in snow, temperatures that could plunge to -30 degrees Celsius, and the relentless biting wind that could chill a person to the bone. Our hikers, however, were not deterred. They were young, vibrant, and filled with a burning desire to conquer the unknown. They were no amateurs either. Each one of them was a Grade 2 hiker, and they had their sights set on achieving their Grade 3 certification, the highest available in the Soviet Union at the time. This expedition was supposed to be their ticket to that coveted accolade. But the Ural Mountains are not just a geographical marvel. They are steeped in local folklore and legends, tales that speak of strange occurrences and eerie phenomena. They are a place where the line between reality and the supernatural often blurs, and where the unexpected can become the norm. As our hikers set off on their journey, the thrill of the adventure was palpable. There was camaraderie, laughter, and the shared dream of a successful expedition. But beneath the excitement, there was an undercurrent of unease. There was the unspoken knowledge that they were venturing into a territory that was as much a mystery as it was a mountain range. Little did they know, their adventure would soon turn into a horrifying mystery that remains unsolved to this day. An experienced group, a challenging trek? What could possibly go wrong? In the depths of winter in January of 1959, a group of 9 seasoned hikers, led by the experienced Igor Dyatlov, embarked on a journey that was supposed to be an exciting challenge. Their plan? To conquer the northern Ural Mountains, a remote and rugged terrain in the Soviet Union. These were not your average thrill-seekers. They were students and graduates of Ural Polytechnic Institute, young, bright, and brimming with a sense of adventure. There were 8 men and 2 women, all between the ages of 20 and 23. Each held a Grade 2 hiker certification and had ski tour experience, a testament to their skill and endurance. They were as prepared as one could be for an expedition of this magnitude. Their objective was to reach Otorten, a mountain 10 kilometers north of the site where they would eventually meet their tragic ends. This was not a journey for the faint-hearted. The trek was classified as a Category 3, the most difficult level in the Soviet Union's ranking system. But they were undeterred. The challenge only fueled their resolve. They set off on their journey on the 27th of January, departing from Vizhai, the last inhabited settlement in the northern province. The early days of their expedition were filled with the normalcy of hiking life. They navigated the harsh terrain, battled the biting cold, and documented their journey in diaries and cameras, little knowing that these would later serve as poignant reminders of their ill-fated expedition. Their last contact with the outside world was a telegram sent by Dyatlov to their sports club. It was dated the 1st of February. In it, Dyatlov promised to send a message as soon as they returned to Vizhai. That message would never come. On the 1st of February, they started their ascent towards the peak of Kholat Syakhl. Their plan was to cross the pass and set up camp on the opposite side. But the harsh weather conditions forced them to deviate from their path, and unknowingly, they moved towards the peak. When they realized their mistake, they decided to set up camp on the slope of the mountain rather than moving downhill to a forested area that could have offered some shelter from the elements. We can only speculate why Dyatlov, an experienced hiker, made this decision. Some suggest it was to avoid losing the altitude they had gained, or perhaps Dyatlov didn't want to demoralize the team. Whatever the reason, it was a decision that would seal their fate. The hikers, unaware of their fate, ventured deeper into the wilderness, their steps echoing in the chilling silence of the Ural Mountains. The silence of the mountains was broken by a chilling discovery. The tranquil Ural Mountains, typically a haven for adventurous hikers, were about to become the backdrop for an enigma that continues to baffle us today. In the heart of winter, a search party stumbled upon an eerie sight. An abandoned campsite caught their attention. The hiker's tent, which should have been a source of warmth and safety, was torn apart. What was even more baffling was that it seemed to have been ripped open from the inside, as if the occupants had been desperate to escape an unseen terror. But the bizarre didn't stop there. A trail of footprints led away from the torn tent, not of boots, but of bare feet and socks. It was as if the hikers had fled in such a hurry that they didn't have the time, or perhaps the presence of mind, to put on their shoes in the freezing cold. The footprints led the search party to a gruesome sight. The bodies of the hikers were found scattered around the campsite, each in a stranger state than the last. The first two bodies were found by the remains of a fire, dressed only in their underwear. The temperatures that night had plummeted to -30 degrees Celsius, yet these hikers were almost undressed. As the search continued, more bodies were found. Some were in a state of undress, while others were wrapped in clothes that didn't belong to them. It was as if they had snatched whatever they could in their haste to escape the tent. The bodies bore signs of a violent end. One hiker had a fractured skull. Another had chest injuries so severe that they were likened to those sustained in a car crash. Perhaps the most chilling of all discoveries was the body of a female hiker. Her tongue was missing, and her eyes held a look of stark terror. The circumstances surrounding her death were as baffling as they were horrifying. But the mystery deepened further. Some of the hikers' clothing was found to be radioactive. Yes, radioactive. How could a group of hikers on a trek in the mountains come into contact with radioactivity? Each discovery added a new layer of mystery to the Dyatlov Pass incident. The state of the campsite, the conditions of the bodies, the missing clothing, and the strange injuries painted a picture of chaos and terror, a scene that seemed to defy logic. The scene painted a terrifying picture, a puzzle with pieces that just didn't seem to fit. From the outset, it was clear that this was no ordinary tragedy. Something horrifying had happened at Dyatlov Pass, something that had driven 9 experienced hikers to their deaths in the most bizarre circumstances. And as we delve deeper into this mystery, the pieces of the puzzle only seemed to become more elusive and perplexing. As the investigation unfolded, the mystery only deepened. Like a nightmarish jigsaw puzzle, the Dyatlov Pass case was laden with peculiar pieces that didn't seem to fit together. Among the eerie findings were traces of radiation. Yes, you heard right, radiation. Some of the hikers' clothing was found to be inexplicably radioactive. While one might expect to find such elements in a nuclear facility or a science lab, its presence on a mountain in the Ural Range was confounding. What could possibly explain this? Was it a secret military test gone wrong, or perhaps an encounter of the third kind? Adding to the uncanny conundrum were the footprints. Investigators found an assortment of tracks leading away from the hikers' campsite. Some were barefoot, some were in socks, and others were in a single shoe. The disarray suggested a frantic escape, but from what? And why would experienced hikers, well versed in the harsh realities of the wilderness, leave the safety of their tent without proper footwear in sub-zero temperatures? And then there were the lights. Numerous reports from other hikers and locals in the area mentioned seeing strange orange spheres in the night sky around the time of the incident. These orbs were seen in the direction of Kholat-Syakhl, the mountain that the group was attempting to conquer. The lights were dismissed by authorities as missile tests, but skeptics weren't convinced. Could these lights have something to do with the hikers' tragic end? Each piece of evidence seemed like a page torn from a science fiction novel. Yet they were real, tangible, and utterly baffling. As investigators delved deeper, they found themselves not in the realm of the explainable, but in a world of the uncanny and the inexplicable. Each clue seemed to lead not to answers, but to more questions and eerie possibilities. What could cause experienced hikers to flee their tent in the dead of night, barefoot and underdressed? This is the question that has puzzled investigators, researchers, and enthusiasts alike for decades. One of the most widely accepted theories is that of an avalanche. Critics argue that the mountain slope, at a mere 16 degrees, is far too gentle to trigger a snowslide. Additionally, the hikers' footprints, clearly visible days after their disappearance, contradict the possibility of an avalanche which would have surely swept them away. Despite these inconsistencies, the avalanche theory remains one of the more plausible explanations. Another theory points to a phenomenon known as paradoxical undressing, a known behavior of hypothermia victims. As the body temperature drops, victims often feel a burning sensation and begin to undress, leading to their eventual demise. This could explain why some of the hikers were found scantily clad in the frigid temperatures. However, this theory fails to explain the traumatic injuries some of the hikers sustained, injuries too severe to be attributed to hypothermia alone. Some speculate that the hikers might have been caught in a vortex wind, a rare but deadly natural phenomenon. These winds can produce infrasounds that can induce feelings of dread, panic, and fear. Could this explain why the hikers fled their tent in such a hurry, leaving behind their essential gear? It's a possibility, but it doesn't account for the bizarre state in which the bodies were found. The mystery of the Dyatlov Pass incident also attracted more outlandish theories. Some suggest secret military activities in the area. They allege that the hikers might have unwittingly stumbled upon a classified testing site, leading to their tragic end. The presence of radioactivity on some of the hikers' clothes lends some credence to this theory. However, there is no concrete evidence to support this claim, and it remains purely speculative. Others propose extraterrestrial involvement. They point to reports of strange lights in the sky around the time of the incident. Could these lights have been an unidentified flying object? Could the hikers have had a fatal encounter with beings from another world? It's an intriguing idea, but one that lacks empirical backing. Some theories even delve into the realm of the supernatural. The Mansi people, indigenous to the region, have stories of a vengeful spirit that protects the mountain. Could the hikers have angered this spirit, leading to their untimely deaths? While it's a captivating theory, it's one that is difficult to reconcile with the scientific mindset. In the end, the most chilling theory might be the simplest one, that the 9 hikers were victims of a tragic series of missteps and unfortunate circumstances. Maybe they made a navigational error, ended up on a dangerous slope, and set up camp there because it was too dark to turn back. Perhaps their stove malfunctioned, filling the tent with toxic fumes, forcing them to cut their way out and flee into the night. From there, the brutal cold of the Ural Mountains would have done the rest. Each of these theories, from the plausible to the outlandish, attempts to bring some closure to this chilling tale. Yet, none of them fully satisfy the myriad of questions that the Dyatlov Pass incident presents. The theories are many, but the truth remains elusive. It seems that, for now, the mystery of what happened to those 9 hikers in the Ural Mountains in 1959 will remain just that, a mystery. The theories are many, but the truth remains elusive. The Dyatlov Pass incident has left a chilling legacy. It's a tale that has seeped into the very marrow of popular culture, casting a long, dark shadow over the landscape of unexplained phenomena. It's not just a story of 9 hikers who met their untimely end in the bleak, unforgiving wilderness of the Ural Mountains. It's a narrative that has transcended time and space, becoming a symbol of the unexplored, the unknown, the unexplainable. This incident has left an indelible mark on Soviet-era mystery lore, a grim reminder of a time when the veil between the ordinary and the extraordinary seemed perilously thin. It has become a touchstone for those who dare to venture into the realm of the enigmatic, a yardstick against which all other mysteries are measured. And as with all mysteries, it has a certain allure, a certain magnetism that draws people in, compelling them to seek answers, to probe deeper, to unearth the truth that lies beneath the layers of conjecture and hearsay. It's a puzzle that has been pieced together and pulled apart time and again, each new interpretation adding a fresh dimension to the enigma. Over the years, the Dyatlov Pass incident has found its way into books, films, television series, and even video games, its chilling narrative captivating audiences worldwide. It has inspired countless discussions, debates, and investigations, each one attempting to shed light on the darkness that surrounds this perplexing event. In recent years, new theories have emerged, new evidence has been unearthed, rekindling interest in the incident. Yet, despite these developments, the mystery remains unsolved, the questions unanswered. The riddle of the Dyatlov Pass continues to confound, to bewilder, to captivate. And so, the legacy of the Dyatlov Pass incident lives on, its echoes reverberating through the corridors of time. It's a chilling reminder of the mysteries that lurk in the shadows, waiting to be discovered, waiting to be understood. The Dyatlov Pass incident, a chilling mystery that continues to baffle and intrigue. As we delve into the unknown, we are reminded of the fragility of life and the power of nature. The Dyatlov Pass incident, a chilling tale wrapped in an icy enigma, stands as a testament to this. 9 hikers, vibrant and full of life, embarked on an expedition into the Ural Mountains, oblivious to the fact that it would be their last. Their mysterious demise, the bizarre circumstances surrounding their deaths, and the trail of unearthly clues they left behind have intrigued, puzzled, and haunted us for more than 6 decades now. Throughout our journey into this mystery, we've examined the evidence, sifted through a myriad of theories ranging from the mundane to the fantastical. Avalanches, secret military tests, hypothermia, paradoxical undressing, even extraterrestrial encounters. Each theory has been dissected, each one as unsettling and as fascinating as the next. Yet the truth remains elusive, lost in the white abyss of the Ural Mountains. But let's take a moment to remember that at the heart of this enigma are 9 individuals, 9 lives tragically cut short. This is not just a tale of mystery. It's a story of human endurance and resilience, of a quest for adventure that ended in an unfathomable tragedy. It's a story that compels us to seek answers, not just for the sake of curiosity, but to honor the memory of those who were lost. In our quest for truth, we must never forget the human aspect of this chilling mystery. It's a reminder that behind every unsolved case, behind every baffling phenomenon, are people. People with hopes, dreams, and loved ones. Their stories deserve to be told, their lives remembered. The Dyatlov Pass incident serves as a chilling reminder that some mysteries remain unsolved, their answers hidden in the unforgiving embrace of the Ural Mountains. Thank you for joining us on this chilling journey into the heart of the Dyatlov Pass mystery. We've delved deep into the enigmatic tale, dissected the baffling evidence, and pondered over the myriad theories. From avalanches to clandestine military tests, each hypothesis adds another layer of intrigue to this unsolved mystery. Your thoughts and perspectives on this incident are valuable. Do you lean towards a natural explanation, or are you intrigued by the more cryptic theories? Could there be elements of truth in all, or is the real answer still out there, waiting to be discovered? Remember, if you enjoyed our deep dive into the Dyatlov Pass incident, don't forget to hit that like button. Sharing our content helps us grow and enables us to bring more such enigmatic stories to you. And of course, subscribe to our channel if you haven't already to stay updated with our latest videos. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring the mysteries of our world.